They thought towing my truck would teach me a lesson, so I taught them one by erasing their entire parking lot. The day the HOA towed Jamal's truck was the day everything changed. It wasn't just any truck. It was his pride and joy, a black Ford F-250 he had restored himself, every dent and bolt holding a memory. He parked in front of his own home, on the street he paid taxes for. Yet the HOA claimed it was too large and an eyesore. Without warning, they had it hauled away. When Jamal returned from work and found the empty curb, his stomach twisted. He called the number on the sign, only to be met with smugness. "You can collect your vehicle after paying the fees," the towing clerk told him, rattling off a number that was half his paycheck. Jamal clenched his teeth. It wasn't about money anymore. It was about principle. He paid the fee, but something hardened in him that day. He wasn't going to let the HOA walk all over him. Not again. That night, while neighbors slept, Jamal sat on his porch staring at the HOA parking lot just beyond the clubhouse. Every member of the board parked there. Mercedes, BMWs, Teslas, each one lined up like trophies. The sight of them smugly resting there while his truck had been yanked away filled him with quiet rage. Jamal wasn't reckless. He was smart, and being a contractor by trade, he had knowledge that few of his neighbors could match. Over the next week, he worked silently, nights spent with blueprints and survey maps he still had from when the subdivision was first built. The land on that parking lot, he discovered, wasn't technically HOA property. It was still owned by the county as an unassigned parcel, something the HOA had simply claimed years ago without paperwork. That was all Jamal needed. He filed a request, used his contacts at the county office, and within days had temporary rights to the lot while it went up for official sale. With ownership pending, he took the next step. One Saturday morning, while most residents were at brunch, he rolled in heavy equipment from his company. Bulldozers, backhoes, dump trucks. It was a sight no one expected to see. By noon, the parking lot was nothing but rubble. Asphalt hauled away, curbs torn out, and by evening, fresh sod rolled neatly over the dirt. When Lillian Crane, the HOA president, pulled up and saw her prized parking space gone, she nearly fainted. "What have you done?" she shrieked. Jamal stood calmly, wiping sweat from his brow. "Fixed a zoning issue. Turns out this was never yours to begin with. But don't worry, I've repurposed it into green space. You'll thank me later." The board scrambled, called lawyers, even tried the sheriff's office. But the paperwork was ironclad. Jamal had followed every regulation. The HOA had no legal claim. Their precious lot had vanished, replaced with an open grassy field where kids were already playing soccer. Neighbors began to whisper, then cheer. For the first time in years, people saw the HOA brought to its knees. Jamal didn't just get revenge. He gave the community something better in return. And from then on, no one dared touch his truck again.